Hey guys, it's Adam Reeder here with Midwest Whitetail and Outreach Outdoors. I'm based out of the great state of Michigan, and I've been filming with Midwest Whitetail and the Outreach Outdoors team for 4 or 5 seasons now. I'm really looking forward to an exciting fall ahead. First up to bat will be my little sister on the youth hunt this weekend. We're looking to get her second whitetail. We had a successful hunt last year, and hopefully I can get it on film this year, unlike last year due to poor lighting. So really looking forward to getting her out in the woods, chasing some deer. And like I said, that's this upcoming weekend, and then shortly after that I'll be headed to Missouri for 4 or 5 days for some scouting and hunting myself for their opener. After that I'll be back in Michigan and hunting hard for the first few weeks of season, trying to fill some doe tags and hoping to see some of the work we put in on food plots and preparation this summer pay off. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to what God has in store for everybody this season, and I think it's going to be a great year, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds.
Alright, it's September 10th. I'm Adam Reeder, and it's the first day of Michigan's youth hunt. I'll be hunting with my little sister's area tonight, trying to get her second deer. Last year she was able to get her very first deer with my 450, so we're hoping for a repeat of that tonight. It's a beautiful evening. It's about 75 degrees and sunny out, calm winds, and I think deer are going to probably start to move pretty early here tonight. We're sitting on a big hay field. Deer have been frequently coming out and eating hay in the early afternoon all the way through the evening. This morning we hunted and saw a handful of does, but she didn't really want to shoot a doe on the first morning, so I don't blame her. And yeah, we're going to try and get a buck tonight, and we got rain coming in tomorrow, so hopefully we can get the job done tonight and get a deer on the ground. Had a fair amount of action tonight so far. Some turkeys just came out of the woods and kind of cleared the field. We've had 4 or 5 does come out and then a full velvet spike, and we're really just kind of looking for a buck tonight. So hopefully they come back out after these turkeys go into the woods, and hopefully that we can get a shot on something in the very near future. We got about an hour and a half to go, and so far it's been a pretty entertaining evening. So stay tuned, and hopefully we can get it done. Alright. Well, just like that, the turkeys had ran off the deer, and then the turkeys went into the woods, and about maybe 10 minutes later, some deer filed out 120 yards. Zaria made a perfect shot on her second whitetail ever. She got a little bit of scope bite, but she dropped him right in his tracks, made an absolutely perfect shot, and she's super excited to go get her hands on her second buck, so let's go check him out.
Well, I'm out here this afternoon putting up one last trail camera. I'm on a piece of property that I actually hunted when I was growing up as a kid, so it's kind of cool to be back down here. But I thought I'd do a quick recap of last year to kind of set the stage for this coming year. Last year was an awesome year. We had more mature deer to hunt than any other year that I've ever been hunting, so it was really cool to have that. There was a buck we called G3, and ended up having an opportunity to harvest him in mid-October, and I was hunting out of a redneck blind, and unfortunately I hit the blind as I went to shoot. So didn't end up harvesting that deer, but it just goes to show you that if you have a secluded harvest plot, that you can bring mature deer out in daylight and actually have the opportunity to harvest one. So anyway, that was really cool. And then on November 6th, we had a deer we called Big Brow, and had an encounter with him during the rut there, and unfortunately I was not able to pull that off either. It just so happened the shot was kind of behind the tree, and I just didn't feel comfortable with it, so unfortunately he got away. So, and after both of those encounters with both of those deer, I did not get a single picture of either of those deer. I didn't find a shed to either of those deer, and now as I'm checking cards this late summer, I have not gotten photos of them. So we did do a couple of projects on the farm. The north end food plot, we redid that. We rented a skid loader in early spring and cut a lot of trees down and moved them out. That plot had just become overgrown and become so narrow that sunlight wasn't getting down, and we were having trouble growing much of anything for food. So we cleared that out, we widened it, we went back a few weeks ago, we sprayed it. After we sprayed it, we tilled it. After we tilled it, we seeded it down, and then we just, we've really been hoping for rain. As you can tell, it was just so dry. It's just been crazy in southeast Iowa this summer. We have not hardly had any rain. As of last night, we got about an inch of rain, so we're hoping by October 1st we'll have some food to hunt over. So anyway, that's where we are on the farm. The plan for this season is to get out here in a week or two with my son Mason. Last year he harvested his first deer with a muzzleloader. He did a great job, and we're gonna probably head back to that blind in hopes that he can do that again. And then come October, I'll probably be spending a few days in the tree with Matt Hoffert in October. We'll see what happens though. But we are excited about this season. We are excited to have you along, kind of following our season and watching how things are going. And yeah, we appreciate you watching. We just want to say thanks for watching Outreach Outdoors on Midwest Whitetail.
It's September 10th here in Iowa, and season's just around the corner. With that said, I feel pretty behind. My family and I just moved about an hour and a half south of where we were before, and so everything I have as far as hunting stuff goes is in boxes. We're going to go today to the archery range and sight in my new RX-7 Ultra. I'm going to bring my two older kids with us and let them shoot as well. So the overall plan is to make the most of our time this year. Going to get out during the youth season, maybe even do some scouting. We're going to hopefully get my son an encounter with a bow and see what happens there. Matt and I will be meeting up in October, probably every Friday. Going to try to do an afternoon hunt over food, and then we'll team up again in November and hopefully have some good encounters and maybe even put some deer on the ground. With that said, I'm looking forward to the hunting season coming up. Thanks so much for watching Outreach Outdoors on Midwest Whitetail.
Well, it's Labor Day, Monday, September 5th, and Maddox and I decided to come down to the farm here. We're really late on everything, so we put in a late season plot here with some oats and rye, some radishes, peas, and then we put some clover in as well, hoping that we get timely rain down here on the farm here down south. But we tilled it up, put a little fertilizer down, we spread all the seed. The landowner helped us to harrow it in. But in hopes that maybe something comes up here this fall, and especially the radishes for late season was really successful a couple of years ago on a smaller food plot. So we'll see how those turn out here. We just got to pray for some rain. In addition, we're going to go ahead and put out our cameras. We're going to put out our Cutty Link cameras, so the landowner is going to take us around. We're going to put them in a few different locations and just see what kind of deer are still holding over. So I have not had time to get the cameras out at all. So it will be fun to see if Tokyo shows back up, or the nice 10 that we had last year as well. We got a glimpse of him back here in the big timber. So youth season's around the corner. We're going to try some properties close to Mount Vernon, and then also here with the bow. It's heating up and it's getting exciting. We just need a little bit of cooler weather here, and we'll be set for the fall. So thanks to Maddox for coming down and helping out, and the landowner. As always, thanks for watching Outreach Outdoors Midwest Whitetail.